there. Hello, friends. Hope we got some folks out there tonight. We are currently going to do a little bit of a read-through of the TWID, or the TWAB, this week in Destiny, because there is something that I want to go through very quickly. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So, if you haven't seen this yet, buckle on in. This week in Destiny, we have some updates to share about power level. It's not over 9,000 yet, but it's rapidly approaching 2,000 with the launch of the final shape. So, before that happens, we want you all to have the most detailed info possible about difficulty options, progression, and experience. And this is only one of the topics this week. So, also what's going on in this, but I'm not going to really go over it. Not going to go over everything. Maybe check out latest trailers. I have. It's pretty awesome stuff. How power works in the final shape. Pantheon starts next week. New modifier arrives in PvP. Iron Banner final week approaches. Dress to impress the cosplay. Cosmodrome is here, and Archie plush available again. So, as I said, we're going to just skip over trailers, but a lot of very interesting things about final shape and some of our new enemy classes. Some interesting wallpapers. Here's the thing that I wanted to really get to. How power works in the final shape. Fireteam Power was announced at the Destiny 2 showcase in 2023, but we've got a lot more coming with the final shape when it comes to improving how power works in Destiny 2. We've revisited our power systems and overhauled our UI to make power more intuitive and approachable than ever before. You'll find a whole bunch of changes detailed below, all made with the following goals in mind. Power offers a meaningful progression that rewards players with a real sense of getting stronger. Destiny 2 is a game you can always play with your friends regardless of your power level. Lower the barrier to entry for Destiny 2 story content. Power should be intuitive and understandable both for experienced and new players alike. So, starting off. Just letting the thunder roll past there. Okay, we're good. Fireteam power. In the final shape, playing with friends will be easier than ever. No matter if you play every day, haven't played in years, or trying Destiny 2 for the first time. The player with the highest power level in the fireteam will become the power leader, and all other players in the fireteam will be brought up to 5 power below the power leader, if their power isn't already higher. Fireteam power only affects activity difficulty, and your unadjusted power level will still determine the power of your rewards. So that's actually really good and really, really nice. So it means... Okay. Oh, fucking hell. Means a lot more people should... Okay, apparently I'm either in the eye of the storm or the electricity, the lightning is making a final standoff. Jesus. That's really good. So then anyone who wants to give Destiny a try can just jump in quite easily, especially if you've got people that have been playing for a long time. You can just sort of jump into the content with them and you should be able to do fairly well. But then obviously your rewards will still be at the power level that you are set at. Being a power leader will also give you a boost to any commendations earned at the end of the activity. That's nice, but not super important. Your power level will now be displayed next to the activity power cap right by the launch button, so you can easily determine how difficult that activity will feel. Sure. So yeah, that also is quite nice. A very good little UI change. Very happy to see that. And it's quite good show of improvement there. When your power is increased by fire team power, your adjusted power will take its place. Here, Soyuz Bungie is the power leader and is boosting Rook Bungie to 1995 power, 5 below Soyuz Bungie's power of 2000. With fire team power, friends should always be able to play together regardless of power level. That's really, really nice. Removing power limits from legacy gear. Now, this is the really important part that I wanted to go over. One problem we encountered when designing Fireteam Power was power limits found on older gear items. You might have noticed as you read about Fireteam Power that the adjusted power shared by the power leader would sidestep the caps on old power limited items, making it possible to ignore them. After thoroughly considering the problem space, we came to the decision to remove power limits from all items starting in the final shape. Always being able to play with your friends was a huge goal for us. As we close out the Light and Darkness saga, we want to rally all Guardians, active, returning, and new, to help fight the Witness. And there is no better way to play Destiny than with your fire team. As we pursued this goal, it became apparent that power limits were fundamentally incompatible with fire team power. We understand that many old power limited items have been dismantled by this point, and we regret that we have no recovery mechanism for these. Going forward, we intend to reintroduce sources for most or all of these, updated to modern Destiny sandbox standards with added properties such as origin traits, build crafting perks, as we have started to do with the Brave Arsenal and Destiny 2 into the light. So essentially what happened in Forsaken, or after Forsaken, in Shadowkeep, kind of Shadowkeep Beyond Light, is that we started getting something called sunsetting, which would limit the power of our weapons sort of like the year after its release. So essentially, things would get capped. And they got capped off, I believe it was probably when Beyond Light launched. So now, anything that was a static roll, we can basically get back again. Anybody who saved their sunsets weapons is feeling very, very smug right now, and those of us who dismantled them long time ago is getting now a second wave of mourning, because now, especially for me, who loved the Black Armory weapons, I don't have any Black Armory weapons at the moment, apart from Hammerhead, and we'll have Blast Furnace next week as well, that were reissued. Power bands. We're improving power bands to further lower the barrier to entry. In the final shape, the soft cap will only require 40 power to reach, down from the usual 150. This change should allow new lights enough time to get familiar with the core of Destiny's gear power system before stepping into the broader game without holding them back. You can also easily achieve the soft cap by playing through either difficulty of the final shape campaign. If you complete the campaign on legendary difficulty, you'll be rewarded with the entire gear set at 1960 power, plus 20 inches of powerful band, giving you a great head start towards being raid ready for contest mode at 1965 power. Okay, it's actually pretty good. The resulting power bands in the final shape will be power floor of 1900, which is where we're currently at, a soft cap of 1940, cool, a powerful cap of 1990, and the hard pinnacle cap of 2000. Okay. Activity power, beginning with the final shape. Okay. Beginning with the final shape, the power level of activities will become much easier to understand. We're also making it so players can enjoy Destiny 2 story and free roam content at any level. Activities will be divided into two categories: power disabled and power enabled. Power disabled activities play the same for everyone, no matter their power level. Anyone at any level could jump right in and experience them to the fullest. As such, increasing your power won't change the difficulty you experience, and you can't overlevel the enemies in these activities. Power disabled activities include campaigns, both normal and legendary, seasonal story missions, free roam destinations, Crucible, and some legacy content. Okay. Very nice. Power enabled activities. By comparison, activities by comparison are where you grow stronger by improving your power. These each have an activity power cap or power level at which you will have achieved maximum effectiveness. We've improved our UI to show you exactly what these activity power caps are and if you've achieved them. Enemies will have a set feel for how tough they are even at the cap, but you will notice yourself getting stronger as your power level grows. Okay. Power-enabled activities include Vanguard playlists, Nightfall seasonal activities, exotic mission rotators, Trials of Osiris raids, and dungeons. Makes sense. Okay. That's a nice little bit of information there. So, every power-enabled activity falls into one of 5 difficulty tiers or one unique mode. So. I think it's fine. Difficulty tier, standard, activity power cap of 1945. How to master, focus on growing your power level to the powerful and pinnacle caps. Example, Vanguard Ops, seasonal activities, exotic missions, raids, dungeons. Advanced, previously Hero is 1995. Optimize the individual build crafting for Nightfall style gameplay while still matchmaking with other players. So it's Nightfall's Expert, previously Legend, 2005. Optimize your fire team composition and rely on your ability to work together as a team. Nightfall's Lost Sectors, seasonal activities and exotic missions. Master, 2010. Optimize your execution, leveraging the skills built by engaging with other tiers of difficulty, so Nightfall's Lost Sectors, raids, and dungeons. Grandmaster is 2020. Tie it all together and demonstrate true mastery to overcome pinnacle challenges in Lesson 2, Nightfalls, and contest mode, which for this is 1965. A unique limited time challenge where each raider will have to demonstrate their gameplay in this mode. Fire team power will not apply, which makes very good sense. Raid during the first 48 hours. It's worth calling out that gameplay tuning in our existing high difficulty content remains unchanged with these updates, and we are continuing to experiment with new activities that evolve in difficulty throughout the run, such as in Deep Dives, Coil, and Onslaught. We look forward to continuing to explore ways to make difficult activities engaging and rewarding to conquer while making your ongoing power climb feel meaningful and important. Artifact power bonus. The way you earn bonus power from the seasonal artifact is staying the same at its core, but we've rebalanced it to better offer a meaningful and rewarding progression given other upcoming changes. With the additional time offered by each episode, we've increased the number of weeks with seasonal challenges, and they will also be receiving a buff to XP rewards. Given this, we needed to make some adjustments to the XP requirements for artifact bonus power levels. Our goals for the rebalance were that actively engaged players could attain similar artifact levels achieved by the end of an episode, and that artifact power remains a rewarding pursuit throughout. Is that inside or outside? Give me 2 seconds, guys. Fantastic. Okay, sorry about that. Just dripping and yeah, Storm just did some water damage. That's fine. Yeah, another very exciting thing that I'm happy about: account-wide power. Titan Hunter Warlock. Most of us play primarily just one, but what if it didn't have to be so hard to walk in a different class's shoes and yeah. We're also lowering the barrier to entry to play multiple classes by introducing account-wide power. Starting in the final shape, the gear rewards you earn on any character will drop with a power level relative to the highest power character on your account. Level up the power of your hunter, and then when you switch over to your Titan or Warlock, the gear rewards you earn will be around your hunter's level. The exact power of rewards will still depend on the source, but the power you earn on one character will positively influence rewards you find on other characters. Fantastic. Because cross-character power progression is now intrinsic to the game, power boosts are no longer offered for sale. Good. Campaign skips will still be available for alt characters. These changes aim to make switching between characters and classes easier than ever before, so try something new and put on that mark, cloak, or bond for the first time. And then something about reward power. Improvements to the power of rewards for some time now. Select activities had no chance of dropping a powerful reward with +1 for players between soft and powerful cap. Final shape, we're extending this beyond those select activities to just about every reward source in Destiny 2. This change will help players gradually reach the powerful cap no matter what activities they chose to play, so you aren't limited to just the weekly available power rewards. Fantastic! Additionally, we are improving the power of rewards you purchase from vendors and collections. All items purchased from vendors will now drop no lower than 3 below your highest possible power, and items reacquired from collections will be 5 below. Yeah, the collections part is an improvement. I guess like the vendors thing is a bit better if you're trying to level up, but otherwise it's not that great. Then there's stuff about Pantheon, a creator challenge, hardware, which is the new Crucible mode, which is basically gunplay only, no abilities apart from your jump abilities mainly. Iron Banner is coming back last week for the last time in this season. Cosplay stuff is happening, and you can get a glow-in-the-dark plush Archie for following his quest. And that's about